FactsVerse presents Rude teen tells mother to shut her crying baby up, but he had no clue his father was listening. Anybody who has children or has ever cared for children, you know it's not always easy. Babies get fussy, babies cry, they're not always all that cooperative. There are times when a parent needs to get things done, but the baby has other plans. And there's nothing that the frustrated and exhausted parent can seem to do when that happens. They just gotta be patient until the baby's mood improves. And a mother named Lucy Hatami understands this. Lucy was tired of being cooped up in the house with her 8-month-old son, so she decided to head to a local restaurant to get some breakfast. The baby was fussy that morning. She hoped that he would calm down in the car on the way to the restaurant. But no, the baby had other plans. When they got to the restaurant, he was still fussy. Most of the people around her gave her sympathetic looks. Obviously, they've all been parents or taken care of kids, so they knew what she was dealing with. There was one person there that morning, though, who was not giving her a sympathetic look. The man looked to be about 20 years old, and the fact that Lucy's son was crying was apparently getting to him. He said, "I wish she'd shut that thing up." Well, he said it loud enough so that Lucy and the other diners could hear it. Lucy was shocked when she heard it. Not only was it rude, but he called her son that thing. Well, Lucy didn't know what to say at that point. Fortunately, she didn't have to say anything, because the young man's father was standing behind him when he made that loud comment. His father clipped him on the ear and then gave his son an earful. He said, "What, you think you were perfect? You were a right little sod. Now stop being a brat, go up there and apologize to her and offer to get her breakfast. She has her hands full." Yikes! Definitely had it coming though, didn't he? Yep, this young man's dad, he had not been the father of a baby in 20 years, but he still remembered the struggles of how difficult it was to be a new parent. His son had no idea, though, what it took to be a parent, and Lucy was shocked that his father had actually stuck up for her the way that he did. Well, when Lucy got home, she told her story on Facebook, and in the Facebook post, she wrote about how fussy her son was being and what the young man said about her son. She said that she got her buffet breakfast with waiter service and coffee. She made sure to thank the boy's father, who stepped in and defended her when his son was being so awful. And it wasn't long before Lucy's post went viral. It was shared hundreds of times, and many people congratulated the young man's father for setting his son straight. One user said, "Good for him! Young people today can be incredibly disrespectful. This man's father did the right thing in setting his son straight. Good for him!" Another Facebook user commented, "That young man will learn one day when he has children of his own that babies don't understand good manners. Babies cry, it is what they do. This young man had no right making a comment like that." Lucy says that she isn't sure if the young man's father ever heard about her viral post, but if he did, she hopes that he knows how much she appreciated him coming to her defense. And this should be a lesson to that young man as well, and others like him. You never know what a person's going through. Until you walk in their shoes, you have no right to judge them. The young man didn't understand how difficult it was to be a parent, and he clearly didn't understand the struggles and the frustrations that are common for parents. Lucy didn't go into that restaurant knowing that her son would cry and disrupt people's meals. She thought her son would calm down during the ride there. She had no way of knowing that he could continue to be fussy when they arrived at the restaurant. Well, thanks to this young man's father, though, what could have been a frustrating situation turned out to be a pretty pleasant one and a great lesson at the same time. Hopefully the young man learned the lesson, and he will never treat a young, frustrated mother like that again. Are you a parent? What would you have done if it was your baby? What would you have done if that was your son that made the comment? Tell us in the comments below. Also, help us out by clicking that like button, and be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.